A lot of it was knee pain. Had a couple of, I suppose, mild injuries over time and a couple of big impact injuries through stuff outside of the gym. But the main principal stuff was a lot of pain, principally through my left knee, patella tendon, a lot of pain, even with just standing up, walking around, cutting downstairs, getting out of the chairs, etc. On a 10 out of 10 scale, or some days we were up around the sort of 9 out of 10. So really quite painful, but more isolated to my left hand side rather than my right. Quite drastically. It impacted in reality on everyday life, as well as training. From a training point, couldn't squat. I could leg press, but the strength difference between my left and right side was noticeable. Every time I loaded any kind of load on the leg, even sometimes just 10 kilos, it was enough pain that I had to stop. Usual stuff. Obviously tried stretching, just to sort of what I knew of that. But I did try sort of three different one different physio in the UK whilst I still live there, and three different physios, quite respected physios, in New Zealand. And it was the usual stuff. It was massage, stretching, but yeah, it didn't actually solve it. May have taken away the pain just mildly for a short period of time, but as soon as I tried to sort of push my training back up to the level that I wanted it at, the pain came back. There's a couple of things it's done. Obviously, pain reduction. I suppose even from the first session, the pain started to decrease straight away. So certainly pain reduction, less inflammation in the joint, certainly as well. From an exercise standpoint, I'm now back squatting. I went from a bodyweight squat hurting, and I'm back in the realms of sort of like 125, 130 kilo squats now for 10 reps, pain free. I suppose that the principal reason I came to the mat side of it was because of the knee pain. But some of the other symptoms that I had as well from that was just kind of a general lack of stability through the pelvis. So anything where I was applying any sort of force, so squats, deadlifts, anything where I was trying to sort of apply force, even through explosive force or just actually just shifting some weight, that was obviously quite prevalent before I started. And also my right leg was slightly shorter than my left as well, so I had quite a lot of hip height going on, and the mat treatment has fixed both of those. So certainly from the pelvic standpoint, I'm a lot more stable now when trying to apply any kind of force. I feel a lot more stable, and the leg length discrepancy has come down sort of 4 out of 5. It's come down, so it's come down only to probably about a millimetre now, whereas before I was sort of up at sort of, I think I was been sort of between 3 and 5 mil at times. I thought it would work, just by knowing, obviously, just knowing yourself, as well as obviously knowing kind of what mat is all about. But yeah, no, I've been pleasantly surprised at how easy it has been, and how effective it was, how quick it was as well. Obviously, I had quite a high degree of dysfunction through my left side, and to go from where I was to where I am now, I've been really quite impressed. Oh, massively. Certainly for me, it's something I've obviously read up on in the past, and I've always rated it, read a lot of good things about it. Just from my experience with it alone, I would definitely be recommend to anyone that's suffering any kind of pain or dysfunction with regards to even just everyday life, not just exercise. Even looking at what I've done with it, it's just helped everyday life, because I was having pain just getting out of a chair, let alone exercising on top of that as well. So it's definitely would recommend it.